ॐ सदा शिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. You can chant along with me. ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. So we have to. I have not given you the Anvaya for the previous mantra that we completed. First mantra. Let's do the Anvaya. I did not tell you the Anvaya, no? Okay. So what is the meaning of this before going to the Anvaya? The primary purpose of this mantra is to praise the knowledge. Vidyastutaye, he says, Shankaracharya. Okay, so that we should not forget. We should not get carried away by all kinds of details are given. Who is Brahma? And then Pratamaha. Pratamaha means what? Two meanings he gave. I'm not going to tell you. And then otherwise it became a repeat of previous class. Brahma Vidya, two meanings. Sarva Vidya Pratishtam, at least two meanings. Okay, all this we covered. All right. And then Atharvaya Jyeshtaputraya Praha. This Guru Parampara will continue into the next mantra also. Okay. So let's do the Anvaya. Vishwasya Karta Bhuvanasya Gopta Vishwasya Karta Bhuvanasya Gopta Brahma Devanam Madhye Madhye within brackets Devanam Madhye Prathamaha San Sambabhuva Prathamaha Sun within brackets Sun means being Sambabhuva.
Excuse me, Guruji.
Huh?
Guruji, I can't find that in this.
You won't find it. That's why I said put it in brackets. Put it in brackets means the words you won't find. It's all sprinkling, like putting masala in your sambar. You have to sprinkle a little bit. Okay, let me repeat that. Vishwasya karta bhuvanasya gopta Brahma Devanam madhye in brackets. Madhye we are supplying. Okay. Prathamaha sun we are supplying. Sambabhuva. So these words, see, sometimes you can't get a complete sentence from the Mula Mantra. Mula Mantra will say the main essence. So based on Bhaashyakara, Shankara's commentary, we use the words that he uses and then put it in the Anvaya. Okay, that is the process we are following. Full stop. Okay, proceed to the next one now. Saha Sarva Vidya Pratishtham Brahma Vidyam. Saha Sarva Vidya Pratishtham Brahma Vidyam. Jeshtaputraya Atharvaya Praha. Jeshtaputraya Atharvaya Praha. That one is easy. No need to add any words. Saha Sarva Vidya Pratishtham Brahma Vidyam Jeshtaputraya Atharvaya Praha. So let me read the whole thing. Vishwasya Karta Bhuvanasya Gopta Brahma Devanam Madhye Pratamaha San Sambabhuva. Full stop. Saha Sarva Vidya Pratishtham Brahma Vidyam Jeshtaputraya Atharvaya Praha. Full stop. Doubts you can ask me in the satsang. All right. Next mantra. Mantra number 2. Yah mantraha. Atharvane
अथर्वणे
Yam pravadeta Brahma
यां प्रवदेत ब्रह्मा
Atharvatam
अथर्वातां
Purovachangire Brahma Vidyam
पुरोवाचारिं पुरोवाचा पुरोवाचाङ्गिरे ब्रह्मविद्यां
Sabharadvajaya Satyavahaya Praha
स भारद्वाजाय सत्यवहाय प्राह
Bharadvajongirase
भारद्वाजोऽङ्गिरसे
Paravaram.
परावराम्
Again, Atharvane Yam Pravadeta Brahma
अथर्वेण यां प्रवदेत ब्रह्मा
Atharvatam Purovachangire Brahma Vidyam
अथर्वातां पुरोवाचाङ्गिरे ब्रह्मविद्याम्
Sabharadvajaya Satyavahaya Praha
स भारद्वाजाय सत्यवहाय प्राह
Bharadvajongirase Paravaram.
भारद्वाजा भारद्वाजोऽङ्गिरसे परावराम्
Right. So, three more rishis' names, three more teachers are mentioned in this mantra. Okay. Who are those three? Angir. Okay. In the second quadrant, it's mentioned. Angire. So that is Angir. And then Satyavaha. Satyavaha, also called as Bharadvaja. Okay. That is the second new name. And then last student mentioned here in this mantra is Angiras. First one is Angir, second one is Angiras. Okay. Three names are mentioned. And mantra is saying the teaching has been coming down from Brahmaji till Angiras, it has come. Like that. This mantra is going to tell us. So let's read the Bhaashyam. And another point also is mentioned, which is Yam Brahma Vidya. That Brahma Vidya that Brahmaji taught, that has been coming down. Not some new version like iPhone, iOS version is changing, constantly. So Brahma said something, somebody else said something else, Shankara said something, then our Guruji say something else. No, not like that. Yam Brahma Vidya Tam. Okay, like that. This mantra is saying. So these things we pay attention to. All right. Bhaashyam. Yam etam
Yam etam
atharvane
atharvane
pravadeta.
pravadeta.
Okay. Your book says pravadat. Does it say pravadat?
No, pravadat. Pravadeta.
Okay.
Avadat.
Next, after that, next word.
Avadat.
Avadat.
Avadat. Okay. Avadat.
Avadat.
Brahma vidyam.
Brahma vidyam.
Brahma.
Brahma.
Tameva brahmanah praptam.
Tameva brahmana praptam.
Atharva.
Atharva.
Pura purvam.
Pura purvam.
Uvacha uktavan.
Uvacha uktavan.
Angire.
Angire.
Angir namne.
Angir namne.
Brahma vidyam.
Brahma vidyam.
So, uvacha. Uvacha is the verb here. Okay. Uvacha means said. Shankara is saying uktavan. Towards the end it comes, end of the sentence. Uvacha is equal to uktavan. Told, taught, presented. Whichever way you can take it. Uvacha uktavan. Uvacha is lit lakara of much. All right. Who said? Who said? Who said? I have to look around and find out where is this. Who said what? First of all, who said? Atharva. You have to search the sentence for the word. Who said means Atharva Uvacha. Right there it said. Atharva Uvacha. Atharva said. Why? Because Atharva is the student from the previous mantra. So his teaching is continuing. Therefore, Atharva Uvacha Uktavan. Okay. What did he teach? Atharva Kim Uvacha? Atharva Kim Uvacha? Tam. Tam Uvacha. Tam, correct? Very close to Atharva, there is a word called Tam. Tam Uvacha. Tam Uvacha means that. Atharva taught that. That. Tam Uvacha. Okay. Tam is what? Tam means what? That means, can you tell me? Yeah. Brahmanaha praptam. Brahma Vidyam. Those words are all there nearby. Please carefully look at these words. Okay. Tam Brahma Vidyam. That Brahma Vidya. Previous mantra, we know what Brahma Vidya is. We know the teaching. We know the subject matter now. And so Tam Brahma Vidyam Uvacha. And Shankara is saying Brahmanaha Praptam. Praptam, sorry. Brahmanaha Praptam Brahma Vidyam. Okay. Hey, this is the Vidya that was gained from Brahmaji. That was obtained from Brahmaji. The Vidya whose source is Brahmaji, whichever. Brahmanaha Praptam Brahma Vidya Uvacha. Atharva Uvacha. All right. Can you tell me a little more about this? Yeah. Go back to the beginning of the sentence. Yam yetam atharvane pravadeta avadat. That Brahma Vidya, the Upanishads are so compassionate. It's just telling, literally, as though we don't know, right? So it's telling. Okay. Yam etam atharvane pravadeta avadat. That Vidya etam, which Brahma taught to Atharvane, because Brahma is coming towards the middle of the sentence. Brahma is also there. Okay. So Brahma Atharvane Yam Yetam Brahma Vidya Pravadet. That Brahma Vidya which Brahmaji taught Atharva. And if you carefully note, previous mantra says Atharvaya Jeshta Putraya Praha. And here this Upanishad is saying Atharvane. So Sanskrit students may note that here he is using some nakaranta napumsakaling. He, not he, she. When I say the she, she is using nakaranta napumsakam. There it is akaranta pullingam atharvaya. Just FYI, nothing to do about that. It is just It is just Upanishad is saying that. Okay. So Atharvane, Atharvan, it's also possible. I mean, Nakaranta, not Napumsakam. You have to say Pullingam, you have to say. All right. So that Brahma Vidya, which Brahma taught to Atharva, that same Tam eva, look at the Shankaracharya. Tam eva, Yam, because Yam is there. Yam. Parishad is saying that same Vidya, with undiluted, undistorted, because the subtler and subtler the subject gets, the more risk of the knowledge getting diluted. This is the rule. This is the rule. That's how it is. Okay. So therefore, the Upanishad is taking pains to say Yam, Tam. So Eva, Shankaracharya, making sure we understand, we don't miss it out. Eva, that Tam Eva. Okay. Fortunately, Advaita Vedanta is the only thing that can be transmitted without distortion. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because you are the whole, you are infinite. It is very difficult to distort the statement. At least in writing, very difficult to distort. You can think it over, oh my God, I am the infinite. I am afraid of space. And is it all? Advaita Vedanta is making me more afraid now because I am space also. All those thoughts you can have, but that's what this is. Tatitvam asi. That's all. It is very difficult to distort that statement. And so, all right. Tam eva. When did Atharva teach Angir? Pura. Purvam. Pura. Long ago. This is all this story is very long ago. Don't look at your history books. Okay. And if you look at your history books, you'll actually get confused. So better keep them aside and keep it closed. Pura Purvam. Okay. Angire Uvach. Who did he talk to? Angire. That is the next one, right? He taught Angire. Shankaracharya makes it clear. Angir Namne. A person called Angir. That is the meaning. Person named Angir. Angir Namne. Okay. Brahma Vidya. Uvacha. Uktavan. That's it. Big lecture is not needed for this statement. Okay. We'll stop with that and go to the next one. Okay. Such
Sacha
Angihi
Angihi
Bharadvajaya
Bharadvajaya
Bharadvaja Gotraya
Bharadvaja Gotraya
Satyavahaya
Satyavahaya
Satyavaha Namne
Satyavaha Namne
Praha
Praha
Proktavan.
Proktavan.
Yeah. Okay. So previously Pravadeta. See, there is an alternate reading in the previous sentence. You know, Pravadeta, you said Avadat is there in your book, right? In my notes, it is Pravadat. It's Pravadat. I think Sringeri, Sringeri Ashram Patha is like that. Pravadat. Anyway, you can make a note of that and see. Doesn't matter. Avadat, Pravadat is fine. Pravadat because Pravadeta. Vadeta also is okay. Pravadeta. Prakarshena Vadeta. And here also Praha. And that is a verb here. And Shankaracharya says, Proktavan. Uktavan, Proktavan. Because pra upasarga is there. So Proktavan, taught. Taught well. Taught completely. Well is better, but completely also. Completely is better. Taught completely with nothing left. Nothing left for the teacher and also for the student. Right? Praha. Okay. Kaha praha. Saha cha angihi. Angihi. You know that Angire, right? That person is now a teacher. And so, Sahacha Angihi. Saha means that Angir or Angihi. So this Repanta Pullinga it is. And so this particular declension is like that. Angihi. That is Nominative, first case of Angir. Anyway, Saha, Sahacha, and Angihi or Angir in English. What did he do? Proktavan Praha. Who did he teach? Bharadvajaya. Bharadvajaya. And he's saying the word Bharadvaja comes. This guy is called Bharadvaja. Huh? Because he's of the Bharadvaja Gotra. Therefore, Bharadvaja Gotra Yasya Saha. So the one whose Gotra is Bharadvaja is called Bharadvaja. That's what Shankara is saying. So his real name is not Bharadvaja. What is his real name? Satyavaha is the real name. Satyavahaya. Satyavaha Namne, he says Shankaracharya. His name, his father and mother, they call him, hey Satyavaha. Like that they will call him. But Upanishad is also giving an additional explanation. Bharadvaja. He is Gotra Bharadvaja Gotra. Okay? Like that. Satyavaha Namne Praha Proktavan. Kim Proktavan? What did he teach? You can put within brackets Brahma Vidya. Tameva. All that you can put within brackets. All right. Next. Bharadvajaha. Yeah, Sukanya.
Bharadvajaha
Angirase.
Angirase
Swashishyaya.
Swashishyaya
Putrayava.
Putrayava
Paravaram.
Paravaram
Parasmat Parasmat.
Parasmat Parasmad
Avarena.
Avarena
Prapta iti paravara.
Prapta iti Paravara
Parapara.
Paravara
Sarva vidya.
Sarva Vidya
Vishaya vyaptehe va.
Vishaya Vyaptehe Va
Tam paravaram.
Tam Paravaram
Angirase praha.
Angirase Praha
Iti anushangaha.
Iti Anushangaha.
Yeah. So the last quarter of the mantra is now being commented upon by Bhagavan Bhaashyakara, which is what? Bharadvajaha Angirase. The verb is missing. Verb is missing. Bharadvajaha Angirase. Bharadvaja to Angiras. The next student's name is Angiras. Okay. So Bharadvajaha to Angiras. What happened? The verb is not there. So at the end, Shankara is saying, Praha iti anushangaha. Hey, you can bring the word praha. Just write down the word praha after the mantra. It is understood. Anushanga means what? Understood. You carry it forward. Whatever context is there, based on the context, you carry the word forward. So praha iti anushangaha, he says. So Bharadvajaha angirase praha. Who is this Angiras? Swashishyaya putrayava. So Shankaracharya is saying, don't break your head over these things. One's own student. Gires is a Bharadwaja student over. That's game is over. It could be his own son also. Because Shankara knows these days the father doesn't know, mother doesn't know, son doesn't know, daughter doesn't know, nobody knows really speaking. But those days it was not like that. Because Uddalaka and Chandogya taught Shvetaketu. Like these stories are numerous. Some Upanishad will not say. We are not specific. But here Shankara is saying it can be his own son also, Bharadwaja's son. And there in Chandogya Upanishad, the father is telling the son comes from the Veda Pathashala and is very proud. Proud because, Brahma Varchas is there. But you don't have to be proud because you have Brahma Varchas. But this guy is proud. And Swamiji will give example. Comes with one earring. One earring. No, you have to show that you are different, right? How will you show you are different? Please tell me. One earring. then little bit, some half cut will be there, and something else, kacha kacha, it will be like this. These days, they make sure they do all kinds of stuff, so the hair will be like this. Normally, we put it like this somewhere. This guy's hair is always like that. I think they have all these chemicals and paste gels and all that. They just put that thing. Then the gel will just become solid, So the hair is just standing like this. Pah, so beautiful it is to look at. And you can't say Shabash Beta, because then if it pokes the hand, then what will you do? Then you have to, all these problems will be there. Anyway, this guy came like that, it seems. And father is just absolutely shocked. This guy is, what is wrong with him? Anyway, I don't want to go into that story. And he asked the question. Father is asking the question. Did you learn from your teacher that knowing which everything is known? And he's just staring at father like this. That means this guy is not paying attention. Not paying attention. So that means now father has to sit and teach. That's what happened. Father has said, my karma, I sent him to the Veda Padashala to learn all this. Now he is coming here and staring at me. So here, Swashishyaya Putrayava. Putrayava. It can be son, but either way, to Shishya only. Whether son or not son, Shishya only. Then, Kam Praha. What did he teach? Okay. Paravaram. That is the word Upanishad uses. So it gives us an opportunity. Give Shankara the opportunity to write something about it. Okay. He's going to give two meanings. So we are now getting used to this interpretations. First mantra, 3 times he said two meanings he gave. My God. Pratamaha, then Brahma Vidya, then Sarva Vidya Pratishtham. All these three he gave. So here also he is going to give two meanings. Okay. What is the first meaning? Parasmat avarene is the first meaning. Prapta iti. Prapta. Brahma Vidya Prapta. Brahma Vidya is gained. How it is gained? Parasmat avarena. Here the word parasmat is somebody who knows. Superior means teacher. Somebody who knows the matter. Matter has to flow from somebody who knows to somebody who doesn't know. So parasmat means what? From the teacher to avarena to student. From teacher to student. Means what? From teacher to student, from teacher to student, from teacher to student. Which means from a teacher to student successively. That is the idea here. So, Ankire say, Paravaram, that not Paravaram Praha, Brahma Vidya. So it is an adjective to Brahma Vidyam, Paravaram. So it is coming from, literal meaning of Parasmat is from higher position to lower position. Literal meaning. But position means what? From a teacher, Acharyat. Parasmat means what? Acharyat. Avarena, Shishyena. Like that you should take. So Shishyena, within brackets you can say Avarena, within brackets Avarena. Why? Because Parasmat. It's a typical Sanskrit usage. In languages we have, our languages. It's raining. It's raining, yeah. It's raining, yeah means what? It's only one rain it's not like two separate rains are going on. Only one rain only it is. But raining means it has been raining. Since yesterday it is raining, yeah. That is the meaning. So raining. So here also Parasmat, Avarena. Prapta. Iti paravara. Iti paravara. Iti paravara means that is the meaning of the word paravara. Okay, that is what Shankaracharya is saying. And what is the implied meaning? The implied meaning is don't pick up a book and study by yourself. I am very smart and then I will figure it out. If you say, chances are very likely that this fellow is going to come up with his own ashram, with his own teaching, with his own name. The chances are very likely. Why? Because suddenly he found out, my God. And then he's learned something from it. And he starts an ashram. Oh, and nobody knows. Therefore, he'll be doing fine in the ashram also. But nobody gets moksha in the process. That is only problem. So, anyway, therefore, that parasmat, that parampara is there. And therefore, Swatantriyena, somewhere we saw Swatantriyena. No, here only, what somewhere? In Mundaka only we saw. So don't do it by Swatantriyena. This one, Makuryate. All right. Then, yeah, there is another interpretation, but this, okay, we'll leave that interpretation. That won't cause confusion. Okay, that is the first meaning. Very clear. Guru from Guru to Shiksha is Paravara. The Sampradaya is called Paravara Sampradaya. All right. Then the word Va is coming. Va. I think by now all of you know. Va means or. Another interpretation for this Paravaram is what? Paravara Sarva Vidya Vishaya Vyaptehe. That is our second interpretation. Okay. So now you can understand. Paravidya is there, Aparavidya is there. That is Anatma Vidya is there, Atma Vidya is there. Dharmartha Kama Vidya is there, Moksha Vidya is there. All these words is there. Anitya Vidya is there, Nitya Vidya is there. This is out in Paravidya and Aparavidya. That's it. So, he's saying what? Para, Avara, take it as Apara, Paravidya and Aparavidya is called Paravidya and Avaravidya. Okay. And then he's saying Sarva Vidya Vishaya Vyapteva. Which means what? This Paravara means that whose scope extends to both Paravidya and Aparavidya. That means what? The students are learning not simply Brahma Vidya, even though it says Brahma Vidya, because Brahma Vidya, Sarva Vidya Pratishtam was said earlier. And so you can't simply learn Brahma Vidya just like that. You must have some literacy. You must know some stuff for these people to come out and say, that's it, over. The game is over. And anybody who wants to learn can learn from me. If somebody has to say that, a person should know Paravidya, of course, but some Aparavidya also should be learned to be able to communicate. And so he's saying here, Shankaracharya is saying, Para Avara Sarva Vidya Vishaya Vyaptehe. Vyapte means what? Scope is expanding. The scope, Vyapti, pervading. Sarva Vidya Vishaya Vyaptehe. Whose a Brahma Vidya whose scope extends to both Paravidya and Aparavidya. I don't want to say Brahma Vidya. A teaching whose scope extends to both Paravidya and Aparavidya. That is called Paravaram. That means a teacher should know. Brahma Vidya is there. But to communicate Brahma Vidya, you need to be good with some of the Aparavidyas also. Only then the teaching will make an impact. And so, Aparavidya, okay, both. Tam Paravaram Angirase Praha iti Anushanga. Tam Paravaram. So that Paravara, which means either that teaching which is coming down in a sampradaya from teacher to student, or it is that teaching which covers both Paravidya and Aparavidya. Or if only Paravidya is taught, it is Sarva Vidya Pratishtam. Therefore, Paravara can be used for the word Brahma Vidya. All right. That's what Shankara is telling us here. So, summary of this mantra is what? Acharya Parampara is being given for 3 more teachers' names from Brahma onwards. Then Atharva taught Angihi or Angir. Angir taught Satyavaha, who is also a Bharadvaja Gotra. And then from Satyavaha, it's coming down to Angiras. Correct? This is the Parampara. All right. Let's do the Anvaya. Brahma Atharvane. Brahma Atharvane. Yam Brahma Vidyam. Yam Brahma Vidyam. Pravadeta. pravadeta. So pravadeta is vidhiling, and so Shankaracharya is vidhiling means must do. So must do is not a correct usage there. It must be avadat, told, taught. It must be in past tense. So Shankara converts that to past tense. That is by the way. Okay. All right. Yam Brahma Vidyam pravadeta, comma, atharva tam, atharva tam, angire pura uvacha. Angire pura uvacha. Good stop. Okay. Next. Saha, within brackets, angihi cha. Angihi cha. Bharadvajaya Satyavahaya. Bharadvajaya Satyavahaya. Praha. Full stop. Next sentence. Bharadvajaha Angirase. Paravaram Brahma Vidyam Praha. Brahma Vidyam Praha. That Brahma Vidyam Praha, both of them should be in brackets, supplied by us, Shankaracharya. So let me read this. Brahma Atharvane Yam Brahma Vidyam Pravadeta Atharva Tam Angire Pura Vacha. Full stop. Saha Angihi Cha Bharadvajaya Satyavahaya Praha. Full stop. Bharadvajaha Angirase Paravaram Brahma Vidyam Praha. Yeah. Next. Suddenly the mantras are moving a little fast. Next is a good one. All right. Shaunako Havai Mahashalaha
शौनको वै महाशालः
Angirasam Vidhivat Upasannah Papracha
गिरसं विधिवत् उपसन्न पप्रच्छ
Kasmin Bhagavo Vijnate
कस्मिन्न भगवो विज्ञाते
Sarvamidam Vijnatam Bhavatiti.
सर्वमिदं विज्ञातं भवतीति
Again. Shaunako Havai Mahashalaha
शौनको ह वै महाशालः
Angirasam Vidhivat Upasannah Papracha
अङ्गिरसं विधिवदुपसन्नः पप्रच्छ
Kasmin Bhagavo Vijnate
अस्मिन्नु भगवो विज्ञाते
Sarvamidam Vijnatam Bhavatiti.
सर्वमिदं विज्ञातं भवतीति
Yeah. Now you can see the Bhaashyam is a little longer. And so you can see there is some message here that is to be understood. Anyway, what is the gist of this mantra? Shaunako Havai Mahashalaha. Angirasam. That Angirasam Vidhivat Upasannaha. Okay, Upasannaha. Then Papracha is coming. Papracha. So Papracha is lit for Prachidatu. And so asked. Asked, there is a verb there. So Shaunaka asked. Shaunaka asked whom? Angiras. Angiras is the teacher, no? The last student in the previous mantra is Angiras. So now he becomes a teacher. So student Shaunaka asked the teacher Angiras, and Mahashala. Mahashala is somebody who is who is very who is a Vedic person, Grihastha, and therefore who's been doing all the Vedic karmas properly. It's called Mahashala. We'll see that in the Bhaashyam. And then Vidivad Upasanna Papracha. Upasanna, having approached Angiras in a proper manner, in a respectful manner, and then asked the question. Okay? What is the question he's asking? Kasminnu Bhagavo Vijnate. Hey Bhagavan, hey Bhagavan, addressing him as Ishvara, Sakshat. Hey, hey, Kasminnu Vijnate. Hey, Kasmin. Hey, tell me that. Tell me that knowing which. Vijnate means what? Having, if I know that one thing. Sati Saptami. So, Kasminnu Vijnate. So, tell me that knowing one thing. That one thing, if I know, then what happens if I know that? Sarvamidam Vijnatam Bhavati. Idam Sarvam. Everything that is there in this universe is as good as known, as well as known. That is what is his question. Look at the student's question. Tell me that thing which, knowing which everything is as well known or as good as known. Like that is asking. This is called Advaita Vedanta. This is where Advaitis just love these kinds of statements. And so Advaita has come entered, quietly entered here. Kasmin. The student's question is so profound. Look at that. And no less profound than Nachiketa. Nachiketa is asking is differently. Tell me that which is beyond dharma and adharma, beyond cause and effect, beyond past, present, and future. Like that, he's asking question. That to understand the question itself, it takes some time. And so here also, tell me one thing that if I know, everything is as good as known means what? Hey, if I know clay, then the whole world of clay is known by me. That's it. Forms are all changing. Names are different. Utility is different. All that you can tell. You can tell me all this. Some forms you tell me I don't even know what is it used for. I will ask because I don't know. Then you'll have to say it's a flower vase. Oh, flower vase. Okay, okay, I see. Some people may not know what is a flower vase because in our culture we are not used to putting flower vase and all. Not there in traditional homes. You won't find it. It's not the table you put in the center. All this idea is not there. They may not know what is this thing. And so they may say, if you give them a thing, a flower vase like this, you know what they'll think? They may think it is meant for, in the marriages, they'll put water like this. When you come, they'll put water. You have to show your head like this, okay? And you shouldn't say, no, 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 you should not say. Say, accept it, come on. And then they will say, no, the lid is missing, they will say. Because they think that is what it is used for. So, he's saying it doesn't matter. Utility will be different, name and forms are different. But all these are essentially pot. Essentially clay. Essentially. Clay. Clay is the source. Clay is the sink. All these objects will go back to clay. They started from clay and go back to clay. Therefore, that I want to know. That is what he is. Okay. All right. So that is the gist of this mantra. Let's move on to the Bhaashyam. Shaunakah.
शौनकः
Shunakasya apatyam
शुनकस्य अपत्यं
Mahashalah
महाशालः
Mahagrihastha
महागृहस्थः
Angirasam
अङ्गिरसं
Bharadvaja Shishyam
भारद्वाजशिष्यम्
Acharyam
आचार्यं
Vidhivat
विधिवत्
Yatha Shastram
यथा शास्त्रम्
Hi Etat.
इत्येतत्
Yeah, we will pause there. Now we'll continue. Upasannaha.
Upasannah.
Upagataha san.
Upagatah san.
Papracha prishtavan.
Papracha prishtavan.
Right. So the verb here is papracha. Shankaracharya says, don't worry, it is lit lakara. There are 3 past tenses in Sanskrit. And there is something called remote past. Remote past means it happened so long ago. You were not a witness to it, you just heard about it. That's all. So all this uvacha, Sri Bhagavan uvacha, Arjuna uvacha, all that, it's all lit lakara. So it happened too long ago. And so here also, papracha. Shankaracharya is saying, prishtavan. Prishtavan is easy to understand. Asked. Asked. Past tense. Asked. Questioned. Whatever. Posed the question. All right. Who posed the question? Shaunakaha. First word is Shaunakaha. Shankaracharya is saying, he's called Shaunaka because his father was Shunaka. Shunaka. Father's name was Shunaka. So his literal name may not be Shaunaka. His father and mother may not be calling him Shaunaka. May have some name. Hey, Beta, Laddu, Luttu, Vicky, like this. He would have had some names. Okay, but Shaunaka is the son of Shunaka. And Shunakasya apatyam. Apatyam means what? Offspring. There is a technical word in Sanskrit. Apatyam means offspring, born of. Okay, born of Shunaka. That is the meaning. Shunakasya apatyam. And generally, offspring means then what we have to do is generally we add. See, when we say Janaki, Janaki, Janakasya apatyam Janaki, but Stri or Pullingam we have to say. So Puman or Stri, Janakasya apatyam Stri is Janaki. Like that we should say. That is the Vyutpatti. That is the Laukika Vigraha Vakyam. Yeah, so that's FYI. So here you can say Shunakasya apatyam Puman. Puman means male. Male offspring. So look at a very circuitous way of saying this. Male offspring of Shunaka is Shaunaka. And the Sanskrit students will now get worried. You know why they'll get worried? Because for them, Shunaka means dog. Oh my God, this word is Shunaka. Don't worry about that. You just look up the dictionary, you will get so many meanings for Shunaka. You'll say, oh, thank God. Okay, fine. Shunaka is the father. You will say, come back. And so Mahati Pakashala, there is all kinds of meanings for these things. Mahati Yagashala. No, sorry. There are other words I had written down long ago. But anyway, I don't have Bhrigu. I think descendants of Bhrigu are also called Shunakas. Okay, like this, big things are there. So, anyway, that person is called Shunaka. Shunaka's son, Shaunaka. Who is he? Mahashalaha. He is well known in society as somebody who Shankara says Mahagrahastaha. He is a role model of how a grahastha should live in a Vedic society. And Mahashalaha. So, the person who has a big yagashala is called Mahashalaha. Yagashala. Why should somebody have a yagashala? To do yaga only. To yaga. Why should you do yaga means what? That's who Vedic people are. They do yagas and homas. As and when needed, they will do. They will even do yagas and homas not just for their own well-being, for society's well-being also. Rain is not coming at the right time, and agriculture relies on rain at the right time. So let's do a Varuna Avahanam, and they will do a homa for that. So that is that kind of a person he was. And so that's why he's called Mahashalaha. Only a Grahastha can do all these things. Nobody else can touch, can do it. They have no role to play in a Yagashala other than picking up this stuff and sweeping the floor. That's all. And maybe give all these things out. That's all. Brahmacharis can help, others can help. But a person who does it must be a Grahastha. This topic came up, the person who our family Purohit is a bachelor, he's a brahmachari. Okay, some of you have seen him when he came here when my mother passed away, and he's very good. And so then some marriage talk came up, somebody's marriage, etc. And I asked him, "Are you going?" Then he told me something. I can do it, but generally the expectation among the Vedic community is a married Purohit should be officiate the marriage rituals. So even though I can do it, I can go there and help them out and all that, and I can be an assistant to this Purohit, but I won't be the main person. Like that, he was saying. So that's interesting to know. That's by the way. So Mahagrahastaha, what a word to use, Mahagrahastaha, right? And so that kind of a person, why should this Mahashala be there in this mantra? It doesn't matter whether you have Yagashala or not. Does it matter to Vedanta? Yeah, it matters. You know why? That means this person is an adhikari. He's dotting the i's and crossing the t's. That person is doing the dharma. Gresta dharma is following. There's no shortcut to Vedanta. He has Viveka, Vairagyam, Shamadamadi, Shatka Sampatti, Mumukshutam, everything is there. That will come only when I do what is to be done. That is the implication of these words, Mahashalaha. And therefore, Mahagrahastaha. Okay, so he's a person who has Antakarana Shuddhi, Chitta Shuddhi. Yesterday, what did we see? Chittasya Shuddhaye Karma. Viveka. So karma is meant for chitta shuddhi. So therefore, Mahagrahastha means don't think he got one who got caught up in Grahastha Not like that. He is very much doing a job. He is any day he is ready. He is a mature fellow. He is. And so, uh, but then you will ask the question. If you've been alert, you will ask the question. Wait a minute. Shankara said just some time ago in the introduction, Upodghada Bhaashyam, who did he say Adhikari was for this Brahma Vidya?
Sannyasi.
Sannyasi. Sannyasi, like that he says. Yadyapi, he says Yadyapi and all, then he says sannyasi. Then, and here he's saying Mahashalaha, Mahagrahastha, they're opposites. So now we can also say, Abba, there is one Grahastha who will become a student of Vedanta. Therefore, I have a place in this world of Vedanta also. Like that we can say. Okay. So thank God, Shaunaka is here, he's saving us. But he said, so Antakarana Shuddhi anybody can have. Shaunaka is ready for the teaching. And then what happened? This Mahagrastaha, Angirasam. Angirasam. Who did he ask? Shaunakaha Papracha. Shaunakaha Prushtama. Prishtaman is a verb, don't forget. Shaunaka asked. Then who did he ask is the next question we are going to have. Angirasam. Shankaracharya is saying, Bharadvaja Shishyam. That same Angiras that in the previous mantra Upanishad had said he learned from Bharadvaja. What was the mantra? Bharadvaja. Angirase Paravaram was there. So he's saying here Bharadvaja Shishyam. Acharyam, who is now the Acharya. He was the Shishya. And don't ask me, can a Shishya and Acharya go together and all? Possible, I suppose, because the teacher is also studying. So at that point, he will consider himself herself as a Shishya also. So Bharadvaja Shishyam, who is an Acharyam for this guy Shaunaka, Vidhivat, Vidhivat, Vidhivat means Yatha Vidhi, means following the protocol. Protocol. There's a protocol for everything. You don't walk into a professor's office and say, "Hi, how are you, John?" and all that. So in America, they say that. That's different. There's some little culture. Once you know the professor, you can say these things. But in India, it's very, very difficult to find a situation where a student walks into Professor Vivek's office and say, "Hi, Vivek, how are you today?" Not possible. Not possible. I was in the university campus last week, and it was very good to go back there. I was in IAC campus, and I've never been to the IAC campus. It was the first time. So we took a walk there, and it was beautiful because I never went back to IIT. After I graduated, I never set foot into my alma mater. Okay, really, it's very odd. It's been so many years, never gone back. So I've driven by the IIT gate, entrance gate, but never went inside. So it was good to go back to IAC. And their students are there, everything is, professors are all there. And know this high and only professor, they can talk to each other like that, but not student addressing. It's not possible. It's not, I don't think it's going to come anytime soon. Unless there is a Western, all these collaborations are there. I don't know how it works there. Maybe they say, hi Venki, hi Vivek, and all they might say. But our children are still fearful of all these things. They're very, I don't know, fearful, respectful. Some combination is there, and that is still there in our head, and we can't get out of that, I think. Anyway, Vidhivat, look at that, Vidhivat. That too, teacher of Brahma Vidya means, I think this guy knows, this you have to at least do namaskara. Just come and do namaskar. He must have done a namaskar. And then, what did he say? See, what did Krishna say? What did Krishna say? Tadvidhi pranipatena
परिप्रश्नेन सेवया
परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्ष्यन्ति ते ज्ञानं ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनः. Forget that. The fourth chapter it comes. Okay. And so there also. Huh?
Shamitvarneha.
Yeah. So there he says pranipate. Pranipate. Hey, you offer yourself. Pranipata. So you offer yourself to the teacher. I've come here. This is who I am. You have to first say it. Introduce yourself. You don't come and say, hi Guruji, how are you? And all you can't say. How are you means, who are you to ask me, how are you? He can say. Means, I don't know you. You tell me. I'll tell you how I am. I have no problem telling you how I am. But you have to tell me, who is this guy standing in front of me? Then I can talk. I can talk. No big deal. And so, Pranipatena. Tell me who you are. What have you come here for? Nobody comes to an ashram just like that. And if you have come, there must be a meaning for that, right? Nobody says, why did you go to the department store? Nobody will ask this question. Nobody will ask this question. Why did you go to the ashram? Okay, that question can arise. I heard about the ashram. My family and all were visiting. They wanted to go to a quiet place. And so we thought, okay, that's fine. So, pranipatena, pariprashnena. Okay, you talk all the introductions and all over. Then what? After that, what? The Acharya is not sitting there and he's not an entertainer, The Acharya has a lot of things to do. You come there and he is given your time. And then what? Pariprashnena. Ask the right questions. Don't go there and ask about Tamil Nadu politics and this and that. Keep that aside. Acharya has a purpose, role to play in life. You make sure you use that person. Okay. And so pariprashnena. Make sure you understand why you are entering the ashram. Who are these acharyas? You understand before entering the ashram. Then pariprashnena sevaya. Three things are mentioned. Correct? Sevaya. Means be willing. Be willing. You went there for a purpose. And in this case, of course, the purpose is Brahma Vidya, Papracha. And so, Papracha question is asked. Then are you ready for the answer? No, I have to catch a train. Wrong. You can't say I have to catch a train in 3 hours. This is not correct. Not correct. Then what will he say? Okay, have lunch and go. Because they are compassionate people. Have lunch and go. You don't, please make sure you have lunch. Do you need a taxi? Shall I book a taxi for you? All that they will start asking. I'm telling you. Our acharyas are like that. They will not. And so I watched Swamiji do all these things. So I learned from Swamiji all these things also. So that's what they will say. They will never get upset. But definitely Brahma Vidya is not there in the cards. Correct? And if your attitude is like this. So Seva, I'm ready. I've come all the way from whatever place you want to give. I've come all the way. I live in Assam, in fact. I've come all the way here. I've heard about you. And I've seen something, and I've read some books also. And I'm very interested now. I've come here. I don't have any plans to return home. Then he says, wait a minute. Then the Acharya will have to start questioning. What is it? You don't return home and all that. Where are you coming? Where are your parents? What do you do? Etc. All questions will come. Then, okay, let the dialogue start. So, papracha, look at that. Papracha. So, asking a question, but be ready for the answer. Otherwise, the answer won't come just because you asked a question. So, Vidhivat Shankaracharya says, Yatha Shastram. Yatha Shastram means as is the tradition. As is the tradition, which that mantra is going to come later in the same Upanishad. Parikshalokan, Karmachitan, Nirvedamayan, Brahmanaha, Nasti Akritaha Kritena, Tad Vijnanartham Sa Gurumeva Vigachet. It's going to come later. 1 to 12, if you just want to make a note, 1.2.12 is going to come later. Okay. There's some vidhi and all is given. We'll cover it at that time. So, Yatha Shastram. So, the Shaunaka is not an ordinary guy. He knows all these things. Iti etat. That is the meaning. Iti etat means that is the meaning of vidhivat. Yatha Shastram. Upasannaha upagataha san. Upagataha. Upasannaha means what? Upagataha san. Having approached. Being one who has approached the Acharya in a proper way. Has all the protocol is completed. Now the question is going to be asked. Because Acharya is not going to cause a conversation. They are not conversation people. Even though they can be very good in conversation, they will wait. They will wait to find out. They have no pressure. If they will say sit down, they might say, would you like to have some food? Have you had your breakfast and come? If not, go there. The dining hall is going to close in 5 minutes. Look at that. Swamiji is sitting, is asking all these questions. Okay, make sure you have breakfast, then you come. I'll be here only. You can come after that. Like that they talk. And so, paprach, they're waiting. Because if the person has something in mind, and so you give him an opportunity, her an opportunity to talk. Upasannaha, upagataha san means having approached the teacher who is Angiras, having approached the student of Bharadwaja, who's the teacher. The teacher now is a student of Bharadwaja and is now being approached by this Shaunaka. Papracha, Prishtavan. Why are you talking about this Vidhivat and all that? Vidhivat Upasanna. There's a meaning behind that. Okay. So, that Riktapanihi Nagacheta Rajanam Daivam or Daivatam Gurum. 3 people you should not approach empty handed. Riktapanihi. Riktapanihi. Who are the 3? King. King means a leader. A leader. It could be a president, prime minister, chief minister, whatever. Even a community leader. If you're going to see the collector of your town or the mayor of your city, Rajanam. Riktapanihi nagachetan. Riktapanihi means empty handed. Don't go empty handed. Take something. Rajanam. Daivatam. When you go to the temple, give something. To somebody there, to Ishvara, just give something. Because so much is going to come from the temple. Give something. Tapanihi nagacheta Rajanam Daivatam Gurum. Like that. There are some statements in our Shastra. Guru also, when you go, take something. Take something. Take some fruits or whatever, based on your tradition, whatever your parents used to do, ask them and then do that. Follow your family's tradition. Your family will tell you what is to be done. Like that, there is a particular protocol. So, and it's going to come next. Okay, next Shankaracharya is going to explain. This Vidhivat is going to, commentary is there. So let's look at that comment. Okay, before we have anything else to add to that. Next. Shaunakangirasoho
शौनकाङ्गिरसोः
Sambandhat
सम्बन्धात्
Arvak
अर्वाक्
Vidhivat
विधिवत्
Visheshanat
विशेषणात्
Upasadana Videhe
उपसदनविधेः
Purvesham
पूर्वेषाम्
Aniyamaha
अनियमः
Iti Gamyate.
इति गम्यते.
Yeah. So Hemaji, can we wait or yeah, go ahead and tell me.
No, that is it. Shonaka it is given, not Shaunaka. Shonaka.
Okay. Which word is Shonaka you're talking? Where is it?
Beginning of the verse, commentary, it is Shonakangiraso iti dattam.
Oh, your notebook says that.
It says
Oh, oh,
Shaunakaha.
oh. Okay, Gita Press says Shaunaka. So let's change it to Shaunaka. So there's no need for a Shaunaka there. Shaunaka is not correct. All right, good. So Shaunakangirasoho Sambandhat Arvak. Okay. This Vidhi was now only mentioned. Now only means what? In this Shaunaka Angirasa context only, the Vidhi is mentioned. Okay, that's what he's saying here. Shaunaka Angirasoho Sambandhat Arvak. After Arvak means afterwards. After introducing Shaunaka and Angirasa only, this Vidhi was mentioned. Vidhivad Visheshanat. Only after introducing Shaunaka and Angirasa is there a mention of this Visheshana, this qualification, this particular specification is there. Vidhivat. Because Upanishad is saying things for a purpose. And so that qualification is coming, that protocol is coming. And so what? So what? Tell me. Upasadana videhe purvesham aniyamaha iti gamyate. Okay. There is a particular rule called purvesham aniyamaha. Means when a rule is applied at a particular point, that rule does not apply before that time. Before that. Very simple idea. Yeah. Yeah. Something like you're going in your car and then there's a point where you have to shut your windows because it's raining. It's raining. Until then the windows were open. So you shut your windows when it is raining. When it is raining only. Previously it was not raining, you don't have to shut the windows. So everybody shut the windows means, okay, at a particular time, it applies. So like that, that's very common. So Purve, he's quoting Purvesham Aniyamaha. There is we have to find out a little more. There is some sutra must be there, some text must be, some Tarka book must be there, where they use this rule, Purvesham Aniyamaha. That's a technical usage, I think. I don't know. But Aniyamaha means what? Not applicable. What is the rule that is in force now is not applicable before. Okay. Iti gamyate.
No retrospective effect. No retrospective effect.
Right. No retrospective effect. Okay. And so, iti gamyate. That is one way in which you can take this vidhivat. And so that vidhi was not there. That protocol was not there for the previous relationships like that. You can think of it. Okay. And then why? Maryada karanartham visheshanam bhavati. Maryada karanartham visheshanam bhavati. So he's saying, okay, he's explaining. He's saying that, okay, this is for the purpose of Maryada. Maryada means respect. For showing that respect to the teacher. So the teacher can see the adhikaritvam in the person. So adhikaritvam is there, so important in this particular subject. No other subject you don't need to do namaskar and all that. It is just all transactional. But here it is not transactional at all. It is Vedanta. The ultimate pursuit it is. And so it requires a lot behind the person. And the person has to be ready and all that. So much is there. And so, Vidhivat Visheshanat, Maryada Karanartham Visheshanam. So in this interpretation, where this Vidhi is not applied before, there is a particular context. The context demanded that this person wanted to show the respect to the teacher. Okay. Not that the people who did not follow any protocol not showing respect, but that showing of respect what Upanishad wants to indicate. And therefore the Upanishad said Vidhivat. Okay. And now let's read the next one. Okay. Because Va is coming. Okay. Madhya Deepika Nyayartham Va.
Sorry, Venkatramanji.
Madhya Deepika.
Where is it?
Madhya Deepika.
Madhya Istika
Nyayartham Va.
Nyayartam Va
Visheshanam.
Visheshanam.
Yeah. So, Va, the Va has come again, correct? So, Shankaracharya is giving a second meaning for this Vidhivat. He's saying either you can take it as applying only to Shaunaka and Angiras, or he's saying you should apply it to everybody else. Okay, even between Brahma and Atharva, you have to apply it. Okay. And what is the logic there? Previous logic was Purvesham Aniyamaha. That is the logic that was used. Here there is a logic we should use. It is called what? Madhya Deepika Nyayam. Madhya Deepika Nyayam. Or Dehali Deepika Nyayam. There's a famous Nyayam called Dehali Deepam. Dehali Deepa Nyaya. Okay. This Dehali Varta is there. One word is there. So every house, when you enter, just the entrance, there is a door, right? The bottom of the door, it's another piece of wood, it's a rectangular, what do you call that? Frame, rectangular frame. And the bottom part of it is called Dehali. Dehali in Sanskrit. Vasapadi in Tamil, we would say. Vasapadi means that step. Those days, very interesting. Those days, that rectangular hole is very small, much smaller, not like big arch and all. They won't have. It'll be a small entrance. Small. You have to bend. They will say it is very small because it will make sure your head. It will test your. It will keep your arrogance and ego under check. It seems. Like that, my grandmother had told me long ago. I don't know if it is 100% true or not, but it must be true, obviously. And so, because otherwise, what will happen? You come like this and tough, and it's a solid teak wood, and your head will hurt for weeks. It will hurt. Okay, that's how it is. And so, everybody will be cautious. Then you'll automatically walk like this. Walk like this. You have to bend. Even the short people like me also have to bend. Okay, that's how short it is. Okay, and so this Delhi is not as it's big. Those days it was all thick, this big, this height. These days it's smaller, whatever. That doesn't matter. That is called Delhi. Delhi Deepa Nyaya means what? Hey, if you place a lamp on the Delhi, that lamp is going to illuminate the outside and the inside also. Inside of the house also illuminated to some extent, and outside also illuminated. Therefore, this particular vidhi, if you take it, you can also take it as this Dehali Deepa. Okay. And using that nyaya, that logic, okay, it should be applied to everybody before Shaunaka, which means the entire Sampradaya also you should apply this vidhi. Okay. We have crossed the time. So Now he's going to say, why are you spending so much time in this vidhi? And that is going to come. Answer to that is going to come next. Okay, which we will see in the next class. Okay, it is like the intermission, like that. So that all of you will come eager to know, oh, why did this Shankara do that? That's all. All right. Om आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ